Guys, this is 37th Street Radio and TV, and of course we are out here hooking you up with the best of the best interviews. And today we have a special guest, as usual. Guest, please just introduce yourself.
I go by the name Afrikaan Shabba. Is it? That's my AKA. But my real name is Said Omar, and I'm from Mombasa, Kenya. So yeah, I do dancehall music.
Yeah. So, like, when did your interest in music start?
It started way back, but professionally. Like the first time I recorded my first song was in the year 2013.
Yeah.
You know, that's when I decided to to go full music. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2013 was the first time I recorded a first song. Yeah.
So when you're starting out, till date, you're still doing music. I want to know, like, how is the criteria of choosing a producer? How do you choose, I like this producer's sound, I will work with you on this track. This other producer, I want you to work on my other track. What's the criteria of choosing a producer?
I think first you should understand yourself. You should understand your style, your genre, for you to identify which producer will best suit you. Understand? So you first need to understand yourself. You need to understand your style and vibe for you to identify other people with the same vibe. You know. So, like, personally, the producer I've been working with like all my life, Producer Techniques, Grandmaster Tech.
Yeah.
We were in the same campus together, so we discovered each other. Like, I discovered he was a producer and he discovered I was an artist.
Yeah.
And I started doing hip hop, by the way. So we used to link up, you know, Skype classes to go to the studio in Mshomoroni, Mombasa. Yeah. So from then, I think everything now started to pick up. So I discovered him, and he discovered me. So, you know, we started from chini kabisa. So he understood me. You know, I grew with him. So I think he got to understand my art, and yeah, here we are. You know, he does very good music. You know, apart from him, I came to Nairobi because I'm working here. Music is my other work, but I also have a professional work. Like I'm a network administrator. So also here I came to find a producer by the name producer Bounce on the beat. Bounce usually works a lot with Willie Paul.
Yeah.
So I came to discover he has a touch of what I want. I think we clicked. I have a lot of songs with him. They're not yet out, but be sure they're hits. You know.
Yeah. Last year you released an EP, 6 songs. So, like, what's the importance of artists releasing projects? You know, artists like releasing one single, but you released a whole project. So what's the importance of an artist coming up with a body of work and just giving it to their fans?
I think the essence of releasing an EP or maybe an album, a body of work, as you put it, is to show fans that you have content, okay?
Yeah.
You have content, and you know, if you release a body of work, then you will not have to like release every time, because you'll have to work on the work's visuals, and you'll have plenty of time to, you know, do other things. Again, I think releasing singles, you know, sometimes artists take time to, you know, to release music. So that cuts all that time wasted. Like, if you release a body of work, as you put it, you will have time to, you know,
can unmute. You can unmute. We didn't hear you.
Hello?
Yeah. There we go. So we were still talking about the EP. So Sextacy EP. What was going on through your mind? Because I bumped to the EP and I had a chance of listening to it, and your music, by the way, it is very different from, like, you can't even say that this guy is a copycat. Your music has its own touch. So, like, how you are, what prompted you to think in that way, and you decided to put out Sextacy?
Okay, so Sextacy came about. You know, people say, sometimes people say, whatever you sing about or whatever you put out there, it's either you're going through that thing, or like there must be a muse, something that that inspired you to do that. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think there are a lot of artists that I look up to from the Jamaican industry. And one of the artists that I really look up to goes by the name Dexter Daps.
Yeah.
There's also another one, Cranium. So these two guys, you know, their kind of music, you understand?
Of course.
Yeah, it's kind of sexy, but in a nice way, you understand? In a soft way.
Yeah.
So, actually, Dexter Daps is the one who really inspired me to put this piece of work out. Huh?
Yeah.
So at that time, I really had nothing in mind. It's not like I do a lot of whatever I sang, or I missed a lot of whatever I sang. No, it's just a style that I wanted to introduce in the Kenyan market. I know people would say it's not good, or maybe it's ratchet, but I believe in what I do, and I really don't listen to what people say. I do what I feel, you know, because that's the only time you will get to understand my style and what I'm really trying to put out. I might not get views right now, I might not get the attention needed right now, but I'm sure if I persist, this is gonna be a good genre that I'm introducing right now. So Sextacy, actually it's not 6 songs, it's 4 songs. So I called my producer, Grandmaster Tech, as usual, and I told him this is what I feel and I need this kind of sound.
Yeah.
So he sent all the 4 beats, and I decided to work on each one of them like separately. So I took the first beat, did my writing, because usually my inspiration comes from how the beat feels. So I usually get the instrumental first, and then have a feel and see what it wants. And then now I follow course, you know.
Yeah.
So actually that's how it went, and I started recording it in the beginning of last year. I was going to the studio recording one song at a time, you know, giving each song its time. So that's how I came up with that body of work. And I know it's amazing. I know it's a new sound. People really don't understand it, but hey, I'm hitting the wave. They will understand it.
Yeah.
Whether they like it or not, they'll definitely get it. And I'm preparing visuals for, I think, 2 visuals also.
Yeah.
For the next 2 songs. There's a song I won't do a visual for, so I'll do 3. Right now I've done 1, Sexy, and tonight is following, and then there's In My Bed. Yeah, they're coming. So that's how I came up with my EP, really.
Yeah. I've also noticed that you really don't do much collaborations. So, like, why is it so?
I really, you know, when it comes, kindly accept that.
I've accepted it.
Okay. So now my computer is okay, and I was using a phone.
Yeah.
The reason, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So the reason why I like doing a lot of singles is, I've approached a lot of artists, right? A lot of artists, big artists.
Yeah.
That I want to collab with, and the first thing they tell you is, "Let me see your work." Understand?
Yeah.
So what I'm creating now is I'm creating a catalog. I want to have a catalog of my works so that it's not difficult for me to approach someone. You understand?
Yeah.
Again, I'm trying to show my energy and my might in this industry and in what style I do, dancehall music. So I'm trying to show myself. I'm trying to show how strong I am. I'm trying to show my ability. Understand?
Yeah.
So that's why I really focus on singles most of the times. I think that's the main reason.
Yeah, so you said you started in 2013 and right now we are 2022. You're still releasing projects. By the way, big up for that latest video. It's a very good video. I like the concept.
Thank you, sir.
So, have you ever felt like giving up?
As you can see, I started in the year 2013 with the reggae song African Queen. And it's now 2022. Those are 9 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 years down the line, almost 10. I mean, if I were a person who gives up easily, I mean, you wouldn't be in the industry that long. And I don't have a breakout song, like I'm still not mainstream. I know I'm a star, but I'm not mainstream.
Yeah.
So you can understand 9 years down the line, and I'm still not mainstream, and I'm still releasing music. That tells you giving up is not part of my plan, and that will never happen. There's some people who really understand me and who really push me to do what I do. And I think one person is enough. One person, like you telling me my music is great. I mean, that's a big push. I mean, that's all I need,
Yeah.
to keep doing whatever I do. So giving up is not part of me, and it has never been part of me.
Yeah, so from your perspective, what are we lacking in our industry that needs to be there so that we can like take over? You can see Afrobeats right now. Those guys are Wizkid is feeling the O2 Arena. Davido is doing the same. So what do we really need in our industry so that we can also reach the next level?
Talking of O2 Arena, oh God, answer my prayers, man. Why I really need that platform. But
Yeah.
And I know my style can really do good in the UK. So talking of Afrobeat, I remember I watched an interview for who's this artist who came to Kenya, Fireboy DML, Juicy to Fireboy. So he really inspired. Okay, he talked about something. He talked about Nigerians having numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they have numbers and the support they get. You have numbers already, and then almost everybody supporting you. I mean, you'll definitely fly.
Yeah.
But again, okay, we don't have numbers like they do, but that's not an excuse. I think the support is what we lack. Like our people really endorse music from outside our borders, which is not bad. I mean, we are all one people, but you need to have that unity amongst yourselves first before you show love to other people. Understand? So I think that is what we lack, and we have right now. We cannot complain of numbers, and even if you don't have numbers, we have social media platforms. We have a lot of platforms that we can distribute our music and let it hack. But the support, mostly homegrown support and like support within our borders. I think we should start loving our own art, our own people. Understand? It should start from there.
Yeah.
Second, I know there's been a lot of. I don't want to trash people's music, and it's not good. But we really need to like think. We really need really need to, like, how should I put it? Like our music, for it to reach outside there, an outside audience, we already know the standards people need out there. So we need to work on our music. We need to work on our music as music itself, like how we produce and what we produce for people to hear. I think those two things are the main factors that can really influence our music to be known out there, like content and support from our people.
Yeah. Still on that issue, we have been seeing Eric Omondi trying to make sure that the plea of artists is listened to, even went to parliament, and other guys were like, this guy is looking for clout. Others were like, he's on the right track. So what are your views on Eric Omondi trying to fight for artists?
My view is, okay, he did a good thing. He did a very good thing, but in a wrong way. Like, he's doing a good thing, championing for 75% of Kenyan music being played within our borders. That's a good thing. But now the way he handles it, is not really a nice way. But again, I'll come back to my previous point of the content. What is this content we're pushing for to be played 75%? You understand?
Yeah.
What is this content? I mean, we should first focus on, okay, it's a good agenda, I love it. But again, we should look at, you cannot feed people what they don't want to hear. I mean, I'm not listening to Fireboy or Whiskey because I know them. No, it's because their music, their music is so unique and nice. You cannot deny.
Yeah.
You cannot deny listening to that. I mean, Peru is a major hit. I mean, you put Peru here, everybody dances. It's because it's good music. It's not because he's a Nigerian guy no. He does very good music. So I think we should focus on our content so that when we push 75% to our people, they can receive it, like with no worries or with no issues at all. I think that's a good agenda. I'm really supporting. But again, we should focus on our content.
Yeah.
Period.
What are your views on artists buying YouTube views? We have been seeing this trend like all over the years. Guys are buying YouTube views.
You see, there's an advantage of growing organically. A very big advantage, because when you're hard, for real, when people get to like understand you, they become super fans, and you will never go down at any point. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think buying views is not good, because you're selling an idea that is not real. People seeing you having 300,000 views, but again, you have no impact. People don't know you. So me, I'm proud of my 2,000 views, because those are organic views. Like, because I know I'll definitely grow with persistence and consistency. I'll definitely grow. I don't have a hurry in having views, and no, I want to grow organically, because I'm sure if I get 10,000 subscribers, those would be like because again, you can risk your channel, by the way. If you do that, there are some YouTube policies. Sometimes they get to know you're doing that, and then they can even block your channel and all that. I don't want that crap. I just want to grow organically. There's no shame in having 2 views. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't want to judge them, but I don't think it's a good idea. Like today, I woke up to the news of Harmonize
Yeah, I've also
He
just
he
seen that story. That's why I'm asking you.
imagine in 3 seconds that guy hit 1.3 million. I mean, who does that? Like, really, like it's just weird, you know.
Yeah.
But let them do whatever they do, you know. But there's no shame in having 2 views, my brother. I know you're starting. It's okay, you know.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about it. Just persist, and you'll grow definitely.
Yeah. So, what's the most important lesson in your journey?
The most important lesson is perseverance. You know, I've never been a patient person, but I think this journey is really teaching me how to be patient. Sometimes we want things to happen now, you know, we want things to happen tomorrow, but if it's not planned, it's not planned. You just do your part. I think perseverance. I've been in the game for 9 years, yo. I have a lot of songs, my brother, a lot of songs. Sometimes if you get financial challenges, you want to do a video, videographers want a lot of money you cannot afford. You know, some even advise you, you know what, just wait, man. Me, I want 70,000, but if you don't have that, man, just wait.
Yeah.
You know, which is a good thing. I think perseverance and patience. You know, that is the biggest lesson I've learned through this music journey, and I'm still holding on to those virtues because I know when the time comes, bro. If your time comes, man, nobody can stop that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you can give advice to guys who are starting out, artists who are starting out. You know, when you started, I don't think the internet was really like the way it is right now. And right now, the artists who are starting, at least they have these tools like YouTube, Spotify. So you can just advise them, guys who are starting out.
So my people, for those who are starting out, man, I love you, man. Just keep doing what you do. We started way back with the social media thing was not a thing then. We used to rely on radios and TV stations, you understand? But right now we have the internet. And now we have social media platforms where you can even sell your stuff and, you know, get your money even without being known. You know, that's what people do. A lot of people get a lot of money out of social media platforms, you know. So I think your main focus should not be radios and TVs. Let me advise you this, man. Do your thing, put it out there, share your thing. You can use there are a lot of platforms that you can share. You can even have paid promotions, legit paid promotions, you know, for you to grow organically. Use those tools. I mean, you'll definitely go for if your content is legit and nice and people would love to, or people like it has an impact on people. You'll definitely reach there. So to the youth starting out there, my advice to you is do your thing. Don't let outside things interfere with your focus. Make use of social media platforms and be patient. You know, don't be in a rush. Be patient, and everything will fall into place. Trust me. We are not yet there, but you can see yourself there. Understand? This is because of patience and perseverance and focusing on your thing. Don't let people judge or don't let people define who you are. Define yourself. You have the strength. You have the control. You understand?
Yeah.
So big up yourself, you know. Big up yourself and everybody who's doing this thing out there. Enough respect, man. Enough respect.
Yeah, as we are finishing up, you can also tell guys where to find your Sextacy EP. By the way, like, congratulations. I really love the energy that you put out through that EP. So you can tell guys where to find it.
Thank you, sir, man. So let me start with my social media handles. At Afrikaan Shabba, yeah? AFRIKANSHABBA. Afrikaan Shabba on all social media platforms. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere. You can also find my music. It's worldwide on all media outlets. digital outlets. Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, Afrikaan Shabba, that's the name. You can find my latest EP, Apple. My music is everywhere. So, big up yourself.
Yeah, so thank you so much for giving us your time. I wish you all the best in your projects.
Thank you, sir, man. 37th Street to the world, yo.
Yeah.
Big up yourself, man. Let's keep doing this thing, man. You never know. Enough respect, bro, for giving me the time and the chance. Enough respect.
Thank you so much.
Bless.